Okay, welcome back, guys. As you can see, Harriet's up on the jack stands. Remember last week when I went to the track, we launched the car and snapped the front U-joint off the drive shaft. And I can tell you it was a bitch to get the drive shaft out. Got the old one finally out after several days of trying to figure out how to get it out. I know it sounds simple, but you can see how far it's off the ground. Us old guys have a hard time crawling underneath there. I dropped the exhaust down a little bit. I didn't really want to take it all the way loose from the front, so I dropped the back down and got up underneath there, and I'll show you in just a second of what I was dealing with. I had a G-Force 4-inch aluminum drive shaft in it, and it must be pretty old. I'm going to show you in just a second of what it actually was. I don't think it was a drive shaft fault, and I'll show you here what I was dealing with, and I'll show you the brand new Wiles that I bought. A friend of mine recommended this Wiles, and we'll see what you think. You can see the design difference from the one nearest to us here, and you notice that the slip joint there is completely compressed. And my mind says that may have been the problem. You also notice an adapter plate there on the ground there, and a iron, I guess you would call it, that's where the U-joint is, and you have one of them on both ends there, and we walk down the drive shaft. Look how nice that Wiles is. That's a newer model. I guess they had the iron piece there that mounts the U-joint. Let's walk down and take a look at both shafts. That's a Wiles Racing Performance drive shaft, the new one there, and it's all aluminum all the way back to the front. He actually puts the slip joint on the rear, and the G-Force puts it on the front. I want you to look, and what caused me so much problem on the rear, if you notice the iron piece where the U-joint is, you see that little square head bolt there, how close it is to right here. You cannot get a daggum wrench on there when it's up in the car, even with the front being broken down. When it's setting up in the car there, that is so tight right there, you cannot get a socket on it. Even when you rotate the front down and around, it's just almost impossible for me with one hand. I have no strength in my left hand, and it was just a bitch to get any kind of wrench on there. And me fighting that thing by myself, it was just a nightmare. And here's an adapter plate that's bolted to the rear. And I didn't know it was I've never messed with one of these Gen 3 cars. I didn't know that was an adapter plate. And it's got 4 bolts. This bolts to the rear with 8 bolts that are countersunk into there. And then you've got 4 bolts that bolt like that. And those 4 bolts was the problem. I just could not get them 4 bolts. It took me days to figure out how to get them damn 4 bolts, to release the drive shaft from the damn adapter plate. As you can see, you got 4 right here on every corner. Then the adapter plate bolts to the rear end. So I guess is a chicken or an egg situation here. And the back there was no problem with the back U-joint. And these are Spicer 2650 solid U-joints. And Wiles says the drive shaft that they build can hold 2,000 horsepower. And I believe him. He says he's got a lot of them out there. And the car's making almost 1,000 pound-feet of torque right now. But look how much that slip joint was compressed. I haven't touched it and tried to move it or pushed it in or anything. But if that thing's completely compressed in the car, when that car launches, I mean, there's no give in it. So is it possible that that caused the problem? And if you look at the U-joint itself, let's take a look at the U-joint. Let me get it in my hand here. Let's take a look at that. Look at that shear point on the U-joint. You can see where it just ripped it right off. And look at the drive shaft. And I looked, and the cap, the other cap is still at the racetrack, but there was grease in the cap, and it just twisted it right off there. And you can see that these surrounding the caps on the U-joints is just like the one on the Wiles. They're hefty. I mean, they're beefy. You're just not going to break these things easily. So, you know, it's just as hefty as the one on the Wiles. See, that's some hefty stuff there. So, my question is to you guys, and you can answer in the with a comment. Could that been a problem with all the length and the extra length there with these adapter plates? Could that be a problem with this thing compressed so much? I mean, that's what I'm thinking. I don't think it's a fault of the U-joint. See the twisting motion in the other U-joint there? See, that thing's twisted. And if you look at the motion, this thing was twisting this way, and you can see it here also. It just twisted. And if there's no give in the shaft, if there's no sliding, if this thing is completely compressed, and that in the rotation of the rear end, when that thing launches with that much torque, and you have no slide in that drive shaft. I'm not an expert. I sent the pictures to Ralph at Wiles, and he's going to take a look at it. I didn't mention that to him because I just noticed it when I finally got this stupid drive shaft out. If that maybe can be a problem, I don't know. What do you guys think? Anyway, I battled this damn thing all week trying to figure out how to get that stupid thing out by myself. I mean, I battled that thing, and I finally got a closed-in wrench where I could wiggle it up in there and tap it on with a small hammer, and then I put another wrench on the other end of it and broke it loose and turned it about each bolt a quarter of an inch at a time. It took me forever, and I don't know. It's just what you got to do. I think my next purchase is going to be a damn lift. Then maybe get my son and some friends up here and redo my whole garage. There was at one time my garage you could eat off the floor years ago before I started getting into some 4 knee surgeries and crap, and everything. Every time I did something out here, it kind of stayed that way and just got to be a total mess. So that's what I'm going to do. But anyway, I'm going to try to get this new drive shaft in here and get her back down on the ground and put my street tires on and get out there and do some driving today. We did pick up a bunch of subscribers this last go around. I'm still trying to reach 1,000. We're at 83 right now, and all you 83, I love you guys. Appreciate it. And if you like my content, I'm still trying to work hard to get your loyalty and help me out here. And everybody have a good holiday weekend for all the men and women that serve this country. You know, thank you. And y'all have a good weekend. See ya.